Thursday afternoon chat. Your favorite artists with Jayar.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please put your hands together unless you're driving for my guest, Jordan Feliz. How are we?
What's up?
Hey. This is third time around for you and I. We're starting to get a nice little repertoire.
You've got like a pace going. It's
That's
nice.
right.
Yeah.
Every year, we build on what we had last year.
Yes.
I'm gonna dive right in right here.
Okay.
Because I've been waiting to ask you this question, knowing you're a hat guy.
I love it.
If hats became illegal in this country for whatever reason, I don't know why they
like
would.
All hats, like
banned.
every kind of hat.
Every kind of hat is
Yes.
banned.
Yes.
The New York Yankees now have to play hatless. It's offensive.
'Kay.
Blah blah blah.
Yep.
Would you focus on hairstyle at that point, or would you leave the country? Would you be just done? I can't live in a country. I love hats. I'm a hat guy, and it would make me leave the country.
I'd probably just focus on hairstyle, I guess.
Okay.
My wife is a hairstylist, and she likes so Jamie, my wife, she loves my long hair, which is why I've had it for so long. But I'm too lazy to actually style it, which is why I wear hats all the time.
Right.
Because I don't want to have to actually do it in the morning.
Yeah.
So I can just shower and
Roll.
not have to blow dry it. I just throw a beanie or a hat on or whatever, and
Okay.
I'm just done.
So with long hair, in this hatless world we now have, what I don't know what you could do. Would you go dreads? Maybe. I mean, you
No.
could dread the thing.
I'd probably just figure out a way to just not have it constantly falling into my eyes at some point.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's my biggest pet peeve.
Right.
But in order to do that, you have to put stuff in it
Right.
and blow dry it, and it's just like a whole thing, I feel bad because girls have to do it every day,
Right.
and I'm just I don't want to do that.
Do you have a price that if somebody, a millionaire, walked up with clippers and said, "Hey, let's do a buzz cut," do you have a price in your mind?
A buzz cut.
It's not-
I don't
yeah.
have a price. I mean,
What would it take for you to shave?
literally bald.
Bald. We're talking unlimited. The check is in front of you, written out to Jordan Feliz.
Well, I wouldn't take a check.
So
I'll be
the whole
honest.
scenario's
Yeah,
out.
no. If it was cash,
Okay.
I would do it.
How many zeros we talking? Would it
It'd
take
take a
6
lot.
zeros?
It would take a lot of zeros.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I think I'm at about $80.
Yeah.
That would it take for me. That's like 2 tanks of gas.
I think for me, because first of all, the shortest my hair has ever been is still long.
Right.
All the way back until first grade.
Yeah.
It was past my ears.
Okay. Are you curious at all what you would look like though?
Well, I kind of already know because I pull my hair back in a man bun
Okay.
quite a bit,
Yeah.
at home. So I kind of know what I would look like, and
Okay.
it's not it's terrifying by
Right.
any means, but it's just I just still love my hair, and I also love being able to put it up and stuff.
Right.
Um,
I can't grow a mustache, and I'm 41, and I've always wanted to know what I would look like with your mustache. I will never know unless I go to a costume shop. I don't have a concept of me with a mustache.
like a stash, yeah.
Yeah, like everybody had in the 80s. Every Major League Baseball card.
Yeah,
They all
Oh,
had
yeah.
that. Yeah.
dude,
And I have no concept of what I'd
you
look
look legiondary.
like. Right.
Yeah,
What if
You-
I put my finger right now over my mouth?
I
Is
can
that-
see it.
yeah.
I can see it.
JR Show Instagram photo of the day. We'll post that right there. All right. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Anyways, it would take some zeros.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
We're not doing that here.
okay. Good.
Yeah, I
Good,
wasn't
good,
about to
good.
offer you. What would be the coolest? Let's just not limit it to America, but around the world that you can think of. If you got to go away for 1 month with a notepad, a guitar, a pen, the greatest, maybe inspirational place for you to write the next Jordan Feliz album, where would it be in the world?
I'd love to go to New Zealand. I've always wanted to go there, and I just know that it's super beautiful and a house just out on a cliff looking at the ocean and the rolling hills maybe there.
Shire-ish?
Maybe, yeah, kind of like Shire meets Carmel, California, or something.
Okay. They probably have that.
They probably
because
do.
they're so diverse.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But oh, man. Also, just like a lot of the stuff that I've seen like from Spain looks super beautiful.
Mm.
Like a lot of the west side of Spain looks just gorgeous. So I don't know, just probably somewhere that's got a lot of life in it. I love people a lot.
Yeah.
And I love talking to people. So anywhere I could, like, that's why I'm saying there are two very vastly different things in my mind. But like somewhere that's kind of shut off for what, like the shut off, closed off place would be where I would like track. That would be where I'd want to record. And then the other place, like somewhere busy, where I could like go get coffee every morning and just kind of people watch or whatever.
Yeah.
That would be like where I'd want to do all the writing, I guess.
All right. So we have a Spain, New Zealand-esque vibe.
There you go.
Okay. That's great. If you could, let's just picture your great. I know it's early in your career, so we're not at greatest hits stage yet.
Okay,
it's
yeah,
that
no,
cycle of
not even
greatest hits
close.
live album.
Yeah.
If you can picture your greatest hits album one day, let's say in 15 years, let's say there's 10 tracks.
Okay.
On your greatest hits album, how many, if you could guess right now, how many songs are already Jordan Feliz songs are going to be on that 10 song greatest hits album? Now keep in mind you're leaving room for what you have coming still.
I would say maybe 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good and optimistic for next album.
Yeah.
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 So
Yep.
Witness is on there.
Yeah.
The River.
Beloved. Yeah. Yeah.
Is the song we're about to play changed on that greatest hits album?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your disc is half full.
Yeah.
now.
I mean, I hope it is.
Right.
But I mean, you never know. I hope everybody loves it.
Yeah.
I think it will though. I think it's one of my favorite songs on the record. It's been one thing that's been interesting about my career too, has just been like all the songs that we've had as like radio singles have been some of my favorite songs on the record, which I know is kind of rare for some artists.
Right. Yeah, usually they say one that's on the back of an album. It's like, that'll never make radio.
Yeah.
But it meant a lot.
But
to
it
them.
meant a lot. Yeah. And a lot of the radio singles, and I think it's just because of the way I write music too, is like all the songs on the record I write from a really authentic place. And if they aren't that, then they just don't make the record.
Right.
So I don't really ever have to like really mess with that.
Right.
Yeah.
Walk Me Up changed. DNA of changed.
Yes. There's nothing really like complicated about Changed. It's very like simple and plain to see. It's just about the fact that the love of God can change the projection of our lives and our eternity and our day and our hour. And it can do it for anyone at any moment in time. So the way that you and I, if we walked into a room and walked in with the love of God and the knowledge that could change someone, the server, we sit down to eat lunch together, whatever it is, like it's that simple. It's like the smallest thing can make a lasting effect on somebody's life. And that's what the song is about. It's about how easy it is to literally change somebody's life through the love of Jesus.
Let me let's dive into the fishbowl of random questions that are not meant for you specifically, but
I can't wait.
They can go for anybody. What is the kindest thing a stranger has ever done for you, Jordan?
So, I used to park cars in Nashville. I used to be a valet. You were a valet?
Yeah, in Seattle.
Really?
That's how I met my wife. We were both valets.
Amazing.
Driving Bentleys.
Oh yeah, dude.
The most ghetto car at this Nordstrom was a Beamer. That's when we were slumming it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, I get that. I worked at a place called The Listening Room. It's like you obviously you know what the Bluebird is. It's like a huge songwriting place, and that's how The Listening Room is too. It's just a little bit more modern. And I was valet there, and this is 2 months after we moved to Nashville, and we got hit with just this massive bill from when I had kidney stones in California, and it was like due in like a week, so we had to pay it. And we didn't have enough money to pay our rent, and I was so stressed out. I was taking like all these double shifts and like just working myself to death. And I had worked for about 14 days straight, and I still didn't have enough money to pay what we needed, and I was so stressed. And our rent was $1,125 was what we paid for rent when we first moved. And I literally parked this dude's car at the listening room, and I'll never forget. His name is Jerry. He lives in Jackson, Tennessee. And he came out and he asked me how my day was going, and I was like, it's going pretty good. You know, didn't tell him anything about anything. Just was checking to see if he had a good time inside, whatever. And I shook his hand, and I was like, hey, thanks for coming in, man. Like, you know, drive safe, whatever. And he hops in his car, and he had pulled out, and basically, like, when you pull out, there's like a little, like, kind of like graded gate thing, and then there's another street right there, and he pulled out and parked right on the street right there. And I was just thinking maybe he's getting GPS or whatever. But he walked out of his car like 15 minutes later, and he said for the first 10 minutes he felt like God had put me on his heart, so he prayed in his car for 10 minutes. And at the end of his prayer, God said, give this guy $1,125.
Get out.
And he wrote me a check for
No
$1,125. Yes.
That is crazy.
And that is for sure the kindest thing a stranger has ever done for me.
Yeah. You could never walk away from the Lord. You know that.
I know.
You could never.
I literally couldn't.
Because you've seen something that's like, that is a miracle.
Yeah.
You could never.
Genuine. Yeah. Super crazy, dude.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
It's never happened to me. I just want you to know that.
Dude, it had never happened to me up until that moment.
That's perfect. Okay. Last one right here. Let's go one more time into the fishbowl of random questions here. All right. Aside from, you know, something very rebellious like pouring a Pepsi into a Coke glass, what is one other secret little rebellious thing that Jordan Feliz does that you're aware of? You know, I'm not asking you to talk about sin. I'm just, like, wow, this got
yes.
deep.
So this isn't necessarily anything I do as of like recently, but I used to skateboard, and there was like this perfect 8 stair that was like right around the corner from our house that was at this business, and the owner was getting super frustrated with us because we were waxing this basically straight off curb that went all the way over all the stairs, and then you know pop off and land. And we got the cops called on us like 3 or 4 times, and the guy knew it was us, and so he put a security camera out there, and we just kept going back, and he never caught us. But we did it for like 5 years.
And you saw the camera.
And we saw the camera, but we still did it.
Right. Oof.
Yeah. I'm
Did
such a mean person. Dang.
Wouldn't it be weird if that guy like bought your albums now? Like, he's
I would
a
feel,
huge fan.
Yeah. So,
I recognize this kid.
I feel like kind of conflicted right now. Maybe I need to go pay for that concrete. Like,
we're not in California, so I think
it's true.
I think you're good here.
But still, you know.
Yeah. Anyway, wherever you are, sir.
I'm sorry.
Yes. Always appreciate the time, and great to see you again.
Bro, yes. So good to see you, man. Thanks for having me.
The Thursday Afternoon Chat. Your favorite artists with Jayar.